So what do the backs of a black and white iPhone, mini dock connector, taller screen, and moved headphone jack mean today? Well, if you believe the rumors, it might just mean the brand new iPhone, at least the casing of it anyway, and the front of it have been leaked. How you doing, guys? DJ AJ 101 here, and yes, I have a rumor roundup for you kind of today because there was a big rumor that actually hit, and everybody's been talking about it because of these pictures that have just surfaced, which I'm going to bring in right now. And this is presumably the brand new iPhone. Now, just to start off, these pictures were actually surfaced from 9to5mac.com. Pretty much showing these brand new iPhones, both black and white versions, and the casings of them. So the back casing and the metal band that kind of goes around on these pictures kind of show the exact same metal band that's kind of in the current iPhone 4 and 4S right here. If I kind of move that, you can kind of see the metal band right there. That's kind of what it's looking to be right here as well. But a brand new metal back is actually on the back of this, as you can see from one of these pictures right here. And actually, you can see it better on the white one, that it pretty much goes all the way from probably about just a little bit, probably maybe like a centimeter below and a centimeter on top. That was completely metal in the back, and there's two plastic pieces there, which are presumably for the new radios for LTE, long-term evolution 4G wireless networking. But just besides the metal back on there, there's also on the bottom a micro USB connector, which actually, if you look just a little bit closer, you can also see that the speakers are bigger because they don't have the standard dock connector, the 30-pin connector that's been that elongated connector that Apple's always used for its iPods, iPhones, iPod Touches, and of course now the iPad. They replaced it with a micro USB port. So, and this preferably to give more room for the speakers for better audio as well. So more than likely, this is going to have a dramatically improved audio for the brand new iPhone because the speakers are going to be able to be bigger because of the smaller micro USB dock connector, and they're apparently going to axe the old one, so we'll have to wait and see about that. This does look very interesting. FaceTime camera as well, it seems to have been moved a little bit because it's no longer to the left side of the earphone piece. If you look on an iPhone, you'll be able to see that, and you can actually see right here on mine, you can see that the headphone piece is right there, and right to the side of it, maybe you can't see it, is a the FaceTime camera that has now been moved right above the earpiece. So now it's completely centered, not that big of a deal, but I guess Apple's trying to get everything, right in elongated purpose, whatever the straight purposes are. And besides that, like I said, the plastic pieces on the top and the bottom, more likely for LTE. We're gonna have to wait and see about that, but it is using the exact same kind of design that it's been used with the iPhone 4S, with the little breaks in the bands for more likely the antenna. So maybe we'll be able to get better reception if that entire back metal plate is going to be part of the antenna as well. You just have to wait and see about that. Also, it's bigger. This actually is a longer elongated phone, so it's more than likely going to be 16:9 rather than this iPhone 4S and the iPhone 4. Ever since the original iPhone, I should just say, has never been full 16:9. It's been more of a 4:3, a little bit more elongated 4:3 format, and now it looks to be true 16:9 widescreen and HD video being able to be played back on this screen. Also, one of the bigger things is that the headphone jack has been moved, and the headphone jack has now been moved to the bottom, just like on the iPod Touches. If you guys remember the first gen iPod Touches, the headphone jack was actually in the bottom of the unit, right next to the dock connector, and it looks to be that this is where the exact same style is going as well. If you look on the this picture right here, you can actually see that right next to that dock connector, right next to the speakers, you see a little hole. It's for a headphone jack. It's actually in the bottom left if you're looking at the if you're looking at the phone, bottom left of the phone for the headphone jack. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. That's kind of an interesting move that they're actually moving it toward the bottom. Some say maybe it's for better customization with automobiles and stuff like that. Just be able to dock your phone, actually being able to have the headphone jack there for your audio as well as charging and everything else like that. Gonna have to wait and see. It's quite interesting though. And not only that, the screen resolution apparently, I don't know if this is the exact same or not, but some are saying a little bit more, a little bit less. Really depends. They're saying 1136 by 640 is the resolution, and it's going to be 3.999 inches. So basically a 4-inch display on this phone that's going to be a true 16:9 screen. Now this is actually quite interesting because they're measuring, of course, this all diagonally. So apparently they're going for a true 16:9 experience, and you're not going to be able to watch your HD videos, HD movies, everything HD, including YouTube, in its full glorious format of 16:9, which is going to be quite nice. But this entire elongated phone of being a 4-inch phone and being more elongated, I wonder how that's going to make it fit in your pocket. Not really quite sure, but I know with a lot more of the bigger Android phones, I guess we kind of have an idea. But I will leave a link in the description below for these particular screenshots and the articles on 9 to 5 Mac that were actually reported. They have a few more, which actually look like castings of the outside band, you know, the front screens of the phone as well, to kind of give an idea that the phone is going to be a little bit more elongated. And the home button has not disappeared either. Still a physical home button on this device. But anyways, I'm just reporting on this, trying to let you guys know what's going up. I think that these rumors are actually quite credible, considering that this does look kind of like an Apple-centric product. I know that they were just talking about this on Mac Break Weekly today, so it's quite interesting to see such a dramatic move. Quite dramatic move, I should say, to this next generation hardware of the iPhone, at least looking at it and definitely seeing what it's going to be like. But I'd just like to ask you guys what you think. I'm kind of excited. This does really, you know, this really does change it up quite a bit, especially because, you know, it is changed up quite a bit from the images as well. And there's even one more thing I forgot to mention. If you look on the back on these photos, you can actually see the camera right there and the LED flash, and right in the middle you got a little hole that might actually be for better audio when you're recording video on this thing. So they might actually have that second mic actually move from the top of the device to the back of the device, so you're getting better audio when you're recording video. But who knows, these rumors may be completely made up, but these look pretty solid, so I just decided to let you guys know today. And once again, I'd like to hear what you guys think, so please leave your comments below and let me know what you guys think, if this is real, if this is fake, if this is just more made up stuff because the iPhone isn't coming out till October, because it is quite early to get this, you know, these big leaks right now, especially when the iPhone is rumored to be in the October time frame. But with leaks this early, you kind of have to think, is it going to be coming in October, or will it be coming a little bit sooner, maybe in its, you know, end of June, early July time frame release, kind of like it's been, you know, the past how many years before the iPhone 4S. But again, please let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear from you, and also feel free to rate this video up, subscribe, and check out my YouTube channel if you happen to like my content. I sure would appreciate that. It helps me out very, very much. But anyways, guys, I've been talking your ears off during this whole thing. It's time for you guys to check out the articles. I'll leave the link in the description below, like I said, and truly let me know what you guys think, if you guys think this is a great idea, if it's not such a great idea, and just what your overall maybe opinions are, and maybe if you would like to get one like this. I would, but you know, everyone's different. Anyways, guys, check it out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great one till then, guys.